All right, hey guys, Jason here. We're up here at the Mark Dodge in Louisiana. We'll show you the front of it when we get around here, Lake Charles, Louisiana. We're walking around here a lot. I'm gonna show you a little bit about what's going on, talk about what I bought here, but look at this rare bird right here. So this is a Tradesman Power Wagon Edition. Beautiful truck. Never ever have I seen one like this before. This is very unique in one aspect, and they got 6 of these on the lot. Okay, and I've looked at every one of them, but this one is kind of unique, and some of you guys might love that, and that is the fact of what's on the inside. But we get that winch on here. What a gorgeous truck. Love the color. Love everything about this thing. Is absolute beautiful. Coming in at a great price. Remember, not only does Ram deal good, this place deals incredible, but look at the interior. Let me put my glasses up so I can see if you're seeing it. Vinyl. Heavyweight vinyl seats inside of this thing. Heavyweight vinyl interior. This is technically spec'd with cloth. I don't know how this one came with a vinyl interior, but it does, and that's pretty cool. That is pretty impressive. Look at that. Look at the interior in this thing. And the reason I know this is here is because I actually bought this, but then I swapped. Okay, I bought this based on VIN number and the color and the window sticker. And then when they sent me the picture of it, I said, wait a minute, that's got vinyl seats in it. Like, what the heck? That's supposed to be cloth seats. And he's like, well, we got a special one here with vinyl in it, the heavy duty vinyl, Tradesman edition like that. I said, you know what? I prefer cloth. And so he swapped out the VIN number, the same truck with cloth, and they had another one here in a lot, which is getting prepped right back here, and we'll be picking it up today. But they do have this one right here, and there it is. I found it on the lot. This is it with heavy duty vinyl interior, a workman truck dream. And like I said, I'm not a fan of leather interior, but if I was, this would be exactly what I would buy. Look at how nice that is with that interior inside of this thing, and how rugged and tough that would be. No having to put seat covers on it, no nothing, just built like an absolute tank. Pretty sweet. So let's take a walk around this lot. We're on the back side, so there's a lot of room here, which I'll show you. Service bays going, prep stuff going. Look at the size of the sheer volume of this dealer. Okay, there's so much here. So why did I actually come here to buy? What was the plan by coming to this dealer here to buy it from, to get that vehicle from? So what it boils down to is I first found out about this place from when Barry bought, actually when Tim from Pickup Truck SUVs, he bought his truck here. Then Barry, look at 2-door Rubicon hardtop color matched roof sitting right there buried in there. How nice. But he, you know, Tim bought his here. Then Barry from C-Tech Reviews. Barry's been one of my best friends for many, many years. He bought his here. Then TRD John bought his here, and well, I decided I was going to buy, I knew a truck I was going to buy, which was a Power Wagon Tradesman. And so when I knew that, here's a full size, or real, this is somebody's, this is a personal vehicle, but there's a Power Wagon right there that they bought here. But I knew what I was going to buy, and so I made a couple of calls in Georgia just to get a feel and see what it would be. I pretty much knew I was coming here to buy it. A couple reasons for that, I'll tell you, but I got a couple prices in Georgia just to find out and see. Another High Tide sitting right in there. Look at that gorgeous High Tide. Nighthawk sitting right there. Man, this place has got all the specialty cool vehicles. And even you know, Bighorn TRD off-roads, that's somebody's, but just like I said, or not TRD, but a Bighorn 4x4 off-road package. That package, for those of you that don't know, includes skid plates, the rear locker, the lift, and the 1-inch lift. It gives you a lot of great things. But they've got so much going on here. So many service areas, so many service stuff going on. They got PDI departments happening here. They got everything, wash bays going. Look at that right there. We got a RHO getting all done up, taken care of. Like I said, you name it, they got it here. RHO stacked in there. This place is on fire with all the awesome stuff. How you doing?
Hey, good, and you?
Good. In here, look at stuff going like crazy. Like I said, this place is just a machine is what this place is. It is a automotive machine on every level. So I wanted to come here for 2 reasons. One, I did a video, and I'll link it at the end, on a dealership experience here at this place. I did a full video on it after Barry bought his here. I called up here, I talked to Aaron. We talked on the phone for a while, and I made a video about what it is like to buy at a dealer experience like this. And it was legit, and I loved it. And I wanted to experience it for myself. I knew the deal I would get here would be phenomenal. probably could have did a little better if I wanted to really nickel and dime and fight my way somewhere, but I didn't want to. I was very happy with the deal here they gave. I did not get any special treatment. I didn't really kind of even push for it. They gave me the same deals that I got is what you can get. And, you know, like I said, I probably could have pushed it. They don't even know that I'm making these videos and doing this stuff for them, or that I'm going to promote them as much as I do. Again, I did not want my influence to become a factor for that. Now, they know who I am, what I do. That stuff is there for sure. But I did not want it to be something that was influential. So we came up here. We bought it. I'll explain the whole buying process in another video. I'll sit you down, show you the numbers, the paperwork, everything like that. But this was the smoothest truck buying experience I ever did. And I mean everything from signing the papers online through a Zoom call. I'm on with Dustin. We're in the process of buying this. He's showing me my window sticker on the truck right here. All my details are right here. And again, you don't have to go there to do this. You can do all the paperwork here, where all you do when you go to pick it up is sign. But you can see I'm here, Dustin's here. We're doing the work right here on a laptop in the convenience of my own home.
Yep.
All right, we're on.
So essentially, outside of that, wire transfer. Once we have all the funds in house and we have the proof of insurance, then we'll be able to set up logistics. So that sounds like you're going to be coming into Louisiana.
Yeah, Thursday. We're gonna leave here Thursday night. We'll get to you guys midday on Friday.
Okay, gotcha. So so once we have the wire in, all that's kind of taken care of. You can always follow up with Aaron, and he can kind of walk you through on what to expect. But your salesperson will get the truck cleaned up for you. That way, when you get there, we'll have temp tags on it, good for 60 days. We'll take care of your registration in the meantime, and mail the registration right to you with new plates. So other than that, I think we're pretty much good to go.
Perfect. So
any other questions for me?
Yeah, well, and just to reiterate for people on the video here, so technically we just spent 10 minutes docu-signing everything. So where before, when I would come into when I bought a truck out of state, I would come in and show up there, and then I have to go into the F&I office with you, sit down, go through all of this stuff, go through everything, do all that stuff, then get the keys. Now, technically, you know, other than, you know, I'm obviously going to make some videos there, but technically, if I was just a normal customer, I would walk in, literally could walk in, see Aaron or whoever the sales guy is, he hands me the keys, walks around the truck, and then I leave. I'm done, right?
Easy as that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. But the whole entire process, from the second I called him up, and I had his phone number from doing that video, called him up, hey, Aaron, here's the truck I'm looking for. You got a couple of them on a lot. I'd like to buy one. What are we talking about? Here's what I'm bringing in for trade. Okay, from the moment I said that to about 8 minutes later, the conversation was over and we were done and the deal was done. And he told me in 20 minutes I'll get a Zoom call, link to a Zoom call, Zoom meeting, and to go into there. And that's where I'll be on with Dustin, and Dustin is going to finalize all the paperwork. Dustin hit me up on Zoom. We were on Zoom for about 18, 19 minutes. And so in a grand total of less than an hour, probably 35 minutes overall total, all of it being done on the phone in one Zoom meeting. This car is done, bought, paid for, signed. Everything is completely finished. I am here to pick the keys up. We are making videos on it. It is being prepped right now. I got here a little early so I could make some videos on a lot, but it was that easy of an experience. Less than 1 hour, and I never stepped foot on a dealership, and everything was done, paid for, signed, finished, everything. I could have, if I wasn't up here doing videos, got up here when my scheduled pickup time was, when I told them I'd be up here to pick it up. I could have basically pulled right up, parked my Jeep, left it running, stepped out 2 steps. He would have handed me the keys to mine, got in mine, and drove away in a 30. I could have done it in a red light. In the time it takes at a red light, I could have came in and swapped my trade for that one and been completely done. That's how amazing the buying experience is here. Okay, and the people are incredible. And the amount of inventory and specialty inventory they have here, unreal. And I'll show you that in other videos. Like I said, look, for example, okay, Nighthawks, okay, Nighthawk Gladiator, discontinued. People are like, you can't find them no more, they're hard. Nighthawk, 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 Nighthawk. There's Nighthawks everywhere on here. There's like 10 or 12 Nighthawks sitting right here on this lot in all sorts of different colors. They're everywhere, they're buried in here. So you get these options. So, you know, a 4-door soft top Rubicon on 35s, a 4-door Willys 35 package with a soft top. You think, again, everybody's like, I would never buy a Jeep with a soft top. I want a hard top. You don't live by a beach, okay? Most of the people that live on a beach Okay, think of it, Daytona Beach, Myrtle Beach, Tybee Island, all the oceans, all that stuff. They want the soft tops. They flip down easy, but many of them want a Willys on 35 package or a Rubicon on 35 package. Here, they have them both. I've never seen them on any other lot ever before in history. I've never seen. What do we got right here? Here's some right here. I didn't even come over and take a look at these when I did the Jeep part of this video. So we got the same thing going on here. Here's a Willys, and here's a Willys right here. These are both 35 package, okay, 35 package here, and soft tops. Willys on 35s with soft tops. Look at that. Okay, again, maybe this isn't your cup of tea if you live inland and you're gonna want the hard top like you got on this High Tide, but if you are a beach person, this is vitally important to many of them. They love this factor. And here we are in, Louisiana. I don't know, it's probably what, an hour and a half, 2 hours from Houston, somewhere in there, I'm guessing just by looking at the map, and in Louisiana, and we have everything you could think of is on this lot with a lot of the specialty stuff. So it is worth the time. Took me 12 and a half hours to get here. We stopped and we went through New Orleans, which I'd never been here before. Personally did not like it, was not what I was expecting, but we did drive every single street, Bourbon Street, every one of them. Took our time going through there and checked it all out. We went over to Duffy's over there in Pierre Part, which is where one of my favorite shows I used to watch all the time, Swamp People, the one that Troy Landry's owned. We went over there. We did a lot of cool stuff. Another Nighthawk sitting right here. Okay, so they got all these trucks in here, everything here, and we made a very fun day of the trip out here yesterday. Got a hotel room, crashed, had a great dinner, and now here we are picking it up, and then we're gonna take our time and drive a different route home and enjoy it. Well worth everything about it. Now, had I not traded in my Gladiator here, what I would have done differently is I would have got a plane ticket and flown here. They would have sent a porter over to pick me up at Houston Airport, drive me back, grab my truck, and I drove home. Sweet, simple, and easy. They do it all the time. That's what they did for Barry. That's what they did for Tim. That's what they did for John. That's what they do for everybody. Okay, it's pretty easy. They'll literally, you do not have to be here to buy your truck, not even a little bit. Look at these trucks. Look at how nice that is. That's a Sky One Touch on that Rubicon. So that's that slide back style. It's not a hard top. It's all one piece with a slider in the middle on that with black fenders. Like I said, this place has got so many of the unique and individual vehicles. It's kind of mind-blowing here, all of your different options you have and what you can do, what they order and what they get. 2500s, you want them with courtesy lights, without, they actually buy them both ways. It's just insane, the options that they put on here. Look at here. Look at this. I mean, just endless possibilities. Everywhere you turn on this lot, there is so much going on. So I'm very proud to say I bought mine here. Very excited about the fact that I bought it here. And I'll tell you what, this is my 42nd truck that I have owned. And it has by far been the smoothest experience of anything I've ever done in my life, car buying. And I will definitely be back for sure. So questions, comments, anything you got, put them down below. Perfect place.